Hey fans, so I know a lot of people are putting this as their 2023 sneaker of the year, but I gotta admit, I gotta put my own ballot in for a pair of these sneakers. Let me tell you why. What's up fam, thanks once again for tuning into the channel. This is KIXPLORE, where we talk everything about sneakers, lifestyle, travel, and a little bit of everything in between. And today we're going to be talking about these sneakers right here, right there. So these are the New Balance 990 V4s. If you ever get confused like I do, you can always try to check on the, so he says a V4. And sometimes I get confused with all the different kind of variations, I'm not gonna lie. So I always have to look at all the different aspects of the shoe to kind of remind me what kind of sneaker it is, because it is kind of hard with New Balance and how they kind of name their sneakers. It's all just numbers, not so much names, if you know what I mean. So this is just basically the 990 V4 in the forest green colorway. And yeah, that's pretty much all in terms of the naming convention. But I gotta say guys, this is one of the best sneakers I've ever put on my feet. I'm not gonna lie, you know, there are so many sneakers that have come out this year, but in terms of like comfort, styling, just the looks of it all, and the color blocking and all that kind of stuff, this is just like almost perfect for me. My Nike SB4s, they're pretty perfect as it is as well, because they're very comfortable. They got like a little bit of hype, they're hard to get and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know, just something when I put these on, oh man, it's just like, yeah, it just feels like home when I put this on. Whereas compared to when I went traveling around with the Jordan 4s SBs, I feel like, yeah, there were like, you know, a lot of people complained about the pinky toe kind of rubbing and all that kind of stuff around that area. And I don't think you're gonna have that problem with this kind of sneaker, because this is just really made for like pure function and comfort, and then they just added in the styling. Anyway, let's get into this kind of review, shall we? But before we get into the review, I just want to give a huge shout out to Zella, I think that's how you say it, X-E-L-A, I think that's how you say it, for getting me one of these jerseys from Quix. So if you guys don't know Quix, he's a Filipino artist. So I think his name is Quix Marquez, I think that's his name. And he does a lot of like different kind of creations. I don't know, he does like toys and all this kind of stuff, a lot of different artworks. And oh man, I'm just like, it looks sick, man. It's got sort of like the Bape, I don't know, camo on it, but he instead of the Bape camo, he put his own brand of Quix. I don't know if you guys can see the face, like right there. And what's even cooler, Zella was able to get me the signature of the artist, Quix. So I got the black and white colorway as well, which I thought was sick. So he even signed the bag as well. Got my name wrong, that's all good. But yeah, he signed that too, man. So yeah, shout out to you guys. Anyways, let's get back to this review. So we're talking once again about the New Balance 990 V4s. So this is obviously the fourth iteration or the fourth version of the 990. I think it goes all the way up until the V6, I think. So yeah, so it's definitely a great shoe. I think each like version could have just been like their own separate silhouette, if you know what I mean. They could have just had their own separate number instead of being a V4 or V6 or V1 and all that kind of stuff, because they're all great sneakers. So yeah, but that's just how the naming convention New Balance has gone with. And nevertheless, let's talk about this sneaker. So it's this is not a new shoe, obviously, but I just wanted to kind of elaborate on the different kind of aspects on why it is, like, seriously, it's one of my most favorite sneakers of the year. I'll just talk about the specifics first. So the sizing, if you really want to know about the sizing is definitely true to size. If you have wide feet, definitely go for the 0.5 sneakers. To tell you my stats, I am a size 9 in length, but I'm a size 9.5 in width. So sometimes these sneakers, they only, in certain boutiques or in other places like other shops, they only sell in full sizes. So maybe a 9 or a 10. And if you're like me, I'm a pure 9.5 because I've got wide feet. Definitely go and wait until you can find the half size. If you're naturally a half sizer like me because you need the extra room on the sides, definitely go for those. Don't go for the either the 9 or the 10, because for me, my problem was always if I went for the 9, it would be too restrained here. It'll be okay on the length. My foot would always look like it's bulging out of the sneakers. It's sort of like a running shoe. They always make it a little bit narrow. So yeah, so my feet always just kind of bulge out like on the sides down here and on that side there. And if I go to a size 10, it would fit nicely on the sides, but obviously I'd have a little bit too much room in the toe box. I mean, I could work with it if I wear size 10, but sometimes I could feel it when I'm looking at myself in like a reflection in a mirror or in a window. I could see that the shoe looks a little bit too long. That's why I really suggest that if you guys are a wide footer like me, definitely wait until you have the half size option. They are pretty expensive. So these are 350 Australian dollars. And I bought these out in Japan. So after the whole conversion rate, it was actually a little bit more expensive, maybe a couple of dollars more expensive after the conversion rate. Whereas if I bought it here in Australia, it would have been just 350 flat. I bought this out in the Harajuku store. So the last time I was there, I got these. I got this pair over here. So these are V4s. Yeah, pretty cool looking sneakers. Let's talk about the specification of the sneaker. It's very plain and simple. So you can see that the upper is basically made out of leather and mesh. And what I love about New Balance, obviously, is the way that they incorporate different malleable materials such as mesh and not make the sneaker look too cheap. I feel like if you put too much mesh on a sneaker, it doesn't make the shoe look as luxurious. It just looks like if there's more leather, it's more durable, if that makes sense. Whereas this one, they've put like a perfect combination of all, because the thing about me and mesh, I always mention this in all my videos, it doesn't crease. Basically right there. But what I love about New Balance is how they just mix all the materials together, and it just looks like a beautiful sneaker. And these sneakers definitely will last you a whole lot longer than just fully leather uppers. I could give you an example with Jordan 1s. Obviously, all the creases that you get around the sneaker, people say it adds character. Yes, that's very true, but it also kind of makes it look a lot more aged than especially after a while. Whereas you get sneakers like this, they won't look as aged, because where's the creasing gonna go? There's no, you get hardly any creases on sneakers like this because of the mesh uppers and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I really like them. That's why New Balances like last a whole lot longer. That's why I believe that they're more of a better investment, because even though they are pretty expensive, 350 Australian dollars, they will last a long time in your sneaker collection. And they're definitely a great sneaker. No, not to just wear now, but also in the future. Dad vibes, you can probably hold on to it until dad sneakers or chunky shoes come back again into fashion, and they'll still be there and they'll still be really good quality. And what I like about this sneaker is that if you have a look at it, so it's got the whole vintage look to it already, especially on the end cap cushioning. You could see that it's like kind of yellowed out on the midsole around here, which matches the kind of quarter paddling around here as well, and on the mudguard area. Man, it's just a great looking sneaker. Other than that, other than the whole aesthetic of the sneaker, they're so comfortable. Oh my gosh, when I put them on, I just didn't want to take them off. They were so comfortable. So that's why I really highly like this sneaker. Yeah, you spend a lot of money on these, but these will definitely last a really long time. They're comfortable, and even if dad shoes like don't come back or whatever, or like don't become a trend anymore, and people are over it and moved on, these are still great sneakers just to wear, like just for walking. They still have a function, purpose to it, even though they don't have the looks kind of thing. So I don't know, and I think it's more of a timeless sneaker. Like you can always wear this, especially when you're older and you want to try something different, you want to look like more fashionable and stuff. I think this is just a great sneaker just to have overall. You can't have any regrets if it's a very comfortable sneaker that kind of suits a lot of different kind of outfits and all that kind of stuff. So you can see that they have included like this transparent, what was it, heel tab or heel counter plate or whatever it's called. All these just detail, and they've got the New Balance in 3M at the back as well. Yeah, there's just a whole lot of great detailing that they've included in this sneaker, other than its comfort, which probably adds a whole kind of adds up to the price. And what I love about it the most is that this sneaker did not sell out at all, because it's so available. That's what makes it just a great sneaker. I guess with the high price point, it makes it, you know, it makes it only available for really avid collectors or people that actually really want a sneaker, or this sneaker in particular. So just going over the details again, you can see there it says made in the USA. It's got the green logo there, all pretty much in leather, right there. They have the white paneling in leather. They have this white mudguard areas in mesh, and even the, I don't know how you got the off-white panels. They're almost like a combination. It's like a really soft leather, which is what I really like in this area. So nice. So that pretty much dominates the entire upper. And then you can see here, here's the midsole with the end cap cushioning. They have the outsole, pretty standard looking right there. And it's got like a little bit of ASMR for you. But that's, what do you call it? The little plate, the plastic plate that they have there for stability. Man, it's just a great sneaker. So yeah, these would definitely be my sneaker of the year. As I was saying before, if it wasn't for those Jordan 4 SBs, these would definitely be non-negotiable right now. The sneaker of the year for me. So that's my video, guys. Thanks for watching and taking the time. If you did like it, please give me that big thumbs up. If you like the content in general, please consider subscribing to the channel. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.